Nothing like doing dishes before you go to bed. Not to only find dishes in the sink when you wake up. Well, I didn't just wake up, but like it's just fucking annoying. But that's my life. So it's fine. It's totally fine. This is just it's fine. I have to figure out a better system or just figure. I don't know. Welcome. I always say welcome to the Divorce Stories live stream. Welcome to the Michele Traina live stream. We're here. We're doing it. Very excited. I have some news to share. It's not like huge news, but it's always exciting news to get started. I don't know what this is on for. All right, we're gonna go over here. Welcome. Good morning. Our houses are so close to each other. You can hear them taking a shit. Like, it's all right. It's fine. Okay. This sink is destroying me this morning, but I'm going to let it go. Because I just want to make my coffee. All right, so I am going to start the live. We're going to clean the coffee cup, coffee mug. We're going to make our coffee, and I'm going to tell everybody when we get a bunch of people in here, tell them the good news. Some fun news. You love to tell me to take it easy, Daniel. But yes, I'm having a good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you, Wheeler. Oh my God. Thank you for the $20. That is so sweet. Hang on. Thank you, Wheeler. Boom. Oh yeah. These legs are very tight today. Thank you, Wheeler. A very generous start to the live stream. Right? Yeah, thank you, my friend. Okay, I gotta clean this off. I'm booked this weekend at Bananas. Waiting for her to find out. It's actually according to their website, it's 5 shows, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. But she said she's gonna find out if that's actually like what's going on. Sometimes if they don't always have, like, if it states that, they change it up depending on ticket sales. But I don't know. She never got back to me, but she did book me for this weekend and say I'm all set. 8. I'm all set. Now I didn't wash my hair last night. I took a shower, but I didn't wash it because it's saying online if you want to have thick, fuller hair to not wash it every day, like I've been doing my whole life. Hold on, the Wi-Fi is cutting it out. There's no Wi-Fi on my thing. It's not the Wi-Fi. I don't have my Wi-Fi attached to for some. Sorry about that. Now it should work. Sometimes when I go in and out of my house, the Wi-Fi will drop. Like it won't. You have to sometimes manually reconnect on the phone. Anybody know about? Like I have 2 fiber gigabytes of internet speed, but I'm thinking like I asked them yesterday. I was like, "Can I get higher?" They're like, "Yeah, you can get 8 gigabytes for $65 more." And I'm trying to figure out if that's necessary. My boyfriend said the 2 gigabytes is good, but I'm like panicked because I want to make sure that my next stream on Twitch does not fuck up. So I'm getting a new computer and I'm thinking of just upgrading it a little bit to even higher, just to ensure that. So we're just cleaning up some dishes first. Anyway, side note, does anybody know anything about, do I have 7-Eleven Slurpees? Yeah, I did. I haven't had them in a long time. I like a good Slurpee every now and then. But they're not great for you. So obviously I'm trying to eat better and drink better and all that stuff. I don't know if it's working. I had last night. No, it didn't work yesterday. I went to the open mic last night and in Harrison, and it was literally good morning. I'm good, Tommy. So this is not enough. Good morning, Alex. This is how you get cut and shit. Some shit that's just like not taking up good space. Okay. So I went to the open mic yesterday, and I did get back in time. I was nervous because I was like, I don't want to miss picking up my kid. Good morning, and from gymnastics, and it was literally 30 minutes away. And I signed up, and I said I have to leave at 8:30 though. He's like, do you want me to get up early? I'm like, yeah. I said, actually, no, it's fine as long as I can leave at 8:30. But then when I got there, like, yeah, we're gonna start at 8, and I was like, oh shit. Thank you, Jay. That if I'm number 6, that means I'm not going to be up till 30 minutes from now, which is exactly 8:30. And I was like, I won't make it in time to get my daughter. Is there anyone that will switch with me? And my friend Mike, Mike Philipposian, shout out to the comic. He's very nice. He switched with me. And there was a lot of people in the bar for the World Cup, whatever's going on with soccer. I don't really pay attention. Pay attention sometimes, but my dad and the barbers, the Italians in the Italian club used to be very into it. My dad worked as a barber, and I just heard a little bit of that. But anyway, so people were talking during the mic, in the middle of the mic, in the very beginning. This comic goes up and he does his whole set. And I mean, this group of guys was just in full blown, like, big conversation, and they weren't even bothered by the fact that there was a comedy mic going on. So this is interesting because it's not my mic, and it's really not my place to say anything. And I was like, I would have just used it like as part of my set, even though it's a mic, not a show. But it's still like part of, like, this is where it becomes weird because you do a mic in the middle of a bar, but then you're supposed to not tell people to, like, hey, be quiet, we're doing something because it's a mic. I don't know. I'm curious because they do the same thing at the Oakley. We set up in the middle of the bar, and I think with the owner, because I worked with that owner before. He obviously I think he would tell people, oh, hey, listen, there's a mic going on, or maybe not. I don't know, but I think it's like hit or miss where you don't really say anything because it's not a full blown show. So like so basically they all have free right to just talk during your set. It's so bizarre, like the setup of that kind of open mic situation where it's in the middle of the bar, it's not in a closed off room, which you do, but because you want people to listen, you know? So I said to one girl, I was like, do you think they're going to say something? And because he was one of the producers was like telling them to shh, you know. And I thought like the comic should just say something because it was so loud over them. You would just want to bring attention. Hey guys, what's so more interesting? Like, what's going on? Anyway, I ended up bringing attention to it when I got on, which it worked because I had a full blown. It actually worked in a positive because it was like I can't do my set if they're in full blown conversation or the jokes I'm gonna do. So I just called attention to it. And eventually, actually, no, because they eventually stopped talking. I said, what did I say? I said, thank you to the guys who finally took their hands to stop talking in the middle of everybody's set. And then these group of women, the group of girls, I forgot what I said. It worked. I just think that I engaged them more in my set, but I didn't hit my jokes because I was trying to get the crowd to not be distracted by everything else. It worked. There was a group of girls at the corner that they stopped me on my way out. They're like, "You were really funny." I'm like, "Thanks." And then I was like, "Should I give them my Instagram handle?" And I was like, "You got it. You're gonna be late to pick up your kid." So good morning, United States Marine. Thank you. You have to address the situation when you're on stage. Yeah, that's exactly it. I felt like if I don't, it was so uncomfortable. We were all like, this group was because it was the fight. What is it? The FIFA score, or whatever. They're playing, and everyone's in Columbia's jerseys on. And I was talking to this guy on stage. I said, "Sir, where are you from?" I hear an accent. He's from London, and he was literally doing this. Wait, hold on. He was literally doing this. Like literally, he was swaying. He was very nice, and then he said, "I'm very grateful for being here." And that's my horrible London accent. "I'm very grateful for being here." That's an Irish accent. Have shows coming up? Yes, I got booked at Bananas this weekend. I'm hosting Friday and Saturday, possibly Sunday. No, this is not the Knicks parade live stream, Chris, but I'm sorry if you want, it's almost Scottish, but I at first was like, oh, I don't know, I guess I could play it for you guys. Where's my little cup thingy? Hold on. It's not great. I feel like. Where is my little cup thingy I just had? Can I have it? Hang tight, guys. Where is it? Throw it out. Oh, here it is. Man, I was like, "Where's the filter for the coffee?" So I was able to engage like the audience to me, so they weren't talking. The group of men that stopped talking, and I played with the guys that were in their huddle. But like I also called attention to it. And then should I play it for you? I don't know. Because it wasn't like I was proud that I was like, I'm gonna make sure that they're listening because this is me then just doing jokes and it doesn't matter. So it's like I want to work on the crowd work a little bit because I'm hosting this weekend. But the problem is I didn't have joke. I always do the crowd work and I'm like, punchline, Michelle, where's the punchline, So I came up with a few others. Good morning, Rosie. Because it was funny because there was this group of guys with their soccer shirts on, their jerseys, huddled talking, and this comic was just doing his set. And I was like, dude, draw attention to the fact that they're standing in front of you screaming, basically. And all of us were like, what? And then he didn't. And then the second comic did the same thing. And then they finally stopped. And then I got on, hey guys, I'm like, give it up for the guys in the who were standing in the center of the room talking during both of those sets. And they finally got the hint. And then everyone started clapping because like everyone was watching it. And I was like, it wasn't even the guy's fault because it's an open mic, but it also like the producer, I just feel like there needs to be some boundaries for an open mic. If you're going to do an open mic and you're allowing them to be in the middle of the bar, then you should say, hey, this is what you're doing. That's it. But like, at what point is it become, I'm just talking to myself with a microphone and there's louder conversations happening. Is this the mic? Does this make sense? Like it gets to that point where it's like, all right, maybe we should go somewhere else. Yeah, but it also allows you to wrangle the crowd. That's what I feel like it was. And then the other Edson had said, he goes, it's never like this. I'm like, yeah, but that's good because now you get an opportunity to play with the craziness and see what happens. You just never know what you're walking into in a show. Boom. So I felt like I did good in engaging with the audience that was there, because I feel like an open mic with just comics isn't as always great because you don't get to play with an actual audience that's there, not just to do their new material. Hi. I have a good trend in Dallas. People are talking about your comedy. They are. And so I felt like I did good in that, but then my joke, I forgot to do some of my one-liners I wanted to put in there, and then I brought up teaching in Trenton. That got some reaction, but it just because I said Trenton, and then someone's like, "Oh, you said it right," and I was like, "What? How can someone get biceps like you?" I don't know. I danced since I was in second grade. Dance, ballet. I would say get a trainer if you don't want to dance, though, because I don't have a regimen with my arms. So I got booked Bananas. I'm hosting this weekend. Yay! Yes, I know. I've reached out to the Addison before. They were also talked about on Kill Tony this week. They're in Dallas. That when they recorded in Dallas, they're in it, and the guy who owns the Hyenas there. I don't know if it's the Addison Improv. I forgot which one he owns, but there's the Hyenas clubs too. It might be the Addison Improv as well. I don't know, but Randy is the booker there. How can dance give biceps pump? Ballet. Ballet, you're always holding your arm up. I did enjoy the Kevin Hart roast. Hi, Angie. I just also had everybody tag my name in the Kevin Hart Funny as F season 2, because I don't know how they're doing the casting, but they said tag a funny comic that you think we missed. So I had everybody tag me in there. And then my friend was like, texted me this morning. He's like, well, Doug was like, oh, I said, he's like, I tagged him. Like, yeah, thank you. He's like, tag me back. I'm like, oh, okay, of course. Like, he's like, typical comedian. I was like, what is that supposed to mean? I said, why? Because I'm trying to get on the show. He's like, just kidding. And I didn't mean it. Like, of course, if he wants to do it, I would tag him back. I didn't even think that because he's always like, I don't know, actually, to be honest with you. I can't tell if he wants to do it or not, but I will do anything and everything to try to move ahead with getting all opportunities to be better and on stage. So last night I felt like I did good with rallying the crowd that was distracting, but then I didn't hit my actual like jokes, which is what I keep running into sometimes. And then I re-listened to my set from that party that I performed at, which I felt like I nailed both components, the jokes and the crowd work. And I was just like, gotta do that every time. So I said, all right, every time we go into an open mic, gotta have 3 strong new punch jokes that you want to try out, because yesterday you didn't know if those were going to be strong and then you forgot them. Like when I came out of the mic and I left, I wrote down, I voice memoed it because I was driving. The jokes that I had thought of after. You guys want to hear them? The only thing is, I think I have them on my notes on my phone. Yes. All right. Here's the thing: 100 for 100 jumping jacks. I think we're changing it. I think we're gonna change it. I think we're gonna make it 200. We gotta make it a little more challenging. Thank you for the gold coin. Stand-up comedy has become more of crowd work. Nobody really seems to have a full set. That's not true. The posts that the people are posting are crowd work. Thank you, John, for the gift. We appreciate you. I feel like we're shifting it to 200 now. Because it's time. Oh no. Oh yeah. It's time for, oh, guys, major problem. Oh, guys. You know what happened? I have no milk. I have to go out and get milk. Oh, Lord. Here we go again with the live stream. You love me not romantically? I feel like we need to up the ante with the jumping jacks. I feel like if I do jumping jacks before 200 likes, it's because we're doing some. That's just by choice, but I don't know. I feel like we need to make it to 200 likes for 200 jumping jacks. What do we think? I don't know. I think it's time to shift a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Crowd work is tricky. Is that, or do you think we should just keep it the same? I have not. I don't know. Edwin, isn't that the same person? Aren't you the same person or no? Crowd work is tricky. It's not good to base your set knowing you'll do crowd work. No, I didn't say that. But when I'm hosting, I have to engage, and crowd work should not be your whole set. But if you have 12 people in the audience and your jokes aren't working, you got to play with the audience a little bit. And then there's other comedians who just complete sets with the crowd, and that's fine too. That's been happening a lot. I have to go get milk. All right, ready? We're gonna go get milk. I wonder if I changed my Wi-Fi connection too, if or not the Wi-Fi, the speed, if it would have anything to do with that dip that I experienced. But that's outside, so I would think not. I'm gonna take this off for a second because I don't want it to. Yeah, road trip to the corner store with Michelle. All right. So listen, thank you, John. So listen, if you hear it go out, see how I don't like when I don't wash my hair because I feel like even when I brush it, it looks crappy. So listen, if it cuts out, stay with me. It'll cut back in. Okay. There we go. You have to drive 20 minutes. You must live in the Midwest. This guy's been sitting here all fucking day. Look, I'm not even kidding. This guy. He's been sitting out all day. Like, seriously? There's 2 cars there. And they're like honking. There's like, I swear to God. I've been sitting there all day. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I definitely think he's on a case. I think it's that house right here. There's always a guy that walks. I'm not even joking. Those 2 cars have been sitting there for the last hour. Now I'm getting scared. I don't know. That's fucking weird, isn't it? My street is the fucking weirdest. That the most. Got a guy like. That's the following the live stream. Might be. I have walk in the crosswalk and see what happens. No, I'm serious. Because they are on police. That's bizarre because there's a cop. There's another car right behind him looking at me through the window. I was like, what are these two doing? I was like, can I help you? If they are undercover, I feel safe. I guess, right? I don't know. Well, the one guy is like, was it? Yeah, it was an hour ago I left. Hi. I have to go get milk. Now the thing is going to change. It is a little weird. That guy was there like an hour ago, and now all of a sudden the guy is still there with another guy behind him. So we're getting milk, and then we'll go back. And I'm booked at Bananas this weekend. This is one of the most dangerous fucking corners. I hate it. So when I was a kid, I lived on a fucking very fast street. So that's what it is, right? That's my destiny. I look good right now. Thank you. All right, hold on tight, guys. I'm gonna put you in my pocket for a second. Good morning. Oh, he won on the ticket. Remember yesterday? He won on both the tickets. He won $30. Is that funny? This time we didn't get the money. Yeah. Thank you. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye. So yeah, I forgot to tell you. I forgot to tell you guys this. My ex-husband about the joke. My boyfriend says it's not funny. It sounds like you're bitter. The lottery ticket joke. Okay. I bought him 2 scratch offs for technically from our daughter for Father's Day because we ended up not having time to have her pick something out. And I originally she wasn't going to see him on Father's Day, and then so I was like, all right, I got like it's 7 a.m. She's going to see him in an hour. What can I get him? I'll get him a scratch off at the corner store. Second time I bought my ex-husband lottery tickets and he won. I mean, it's not a lot, but he won like $30. And I thought that was everyone I said to, they're like, there's something there with that joke. Because I walked into my house and him, his wife, my mom, because my daughter had like some promotion ceremony yesterday. He goes, I said, oh, did you? He goes, of course I won. I said, what do you mean? He's like, I won. I said, you won on the ticket? And he's like, yeah. Oh, why am I crossing and there's a green light? I'm an idiot. Like I'm thinking I'm in New York right now. I said, you've got to be kidding me. And I mean, we all found it really ironic and funny that like this is the second time I've put the lottery ticket out, and like he's won. So John is very adamant that it's not a bit. I'm not saying it's a bit about like damn you for winning. I think there's a bit about me being like the divorce whisperer. Like anyone wants to get lucky, have me pick out their lottery ticket, except for my own financial. But I don't know. I think it's ironic, and I think I thought it was funny. Obviously, thank you for the thumbs up. No, I gotta. But I bought it from that store, and I told the guy, I said, listen, if my ex-husband wins again, I'm the golden ticket. Ha ha ha. I don't know. I can feel John getting angry that just me talking about it. But I think there's something there. And it's not about being bitter. It's about like just like good omen. Oh, also, I thought it was a good omen. And I got booked in a couple hours later at Bananas. I thought it was a good sign. Good sign of good fortune for everybody. Your last scratch off win was for $1,000? Holy shit. Also, it wasn't a lot of money, so it's not like $30, but still, $30. Congrats, yeah. Notice how we didn't pop out during that time. That's interesting. Look, here are the cars again. They definitely. Oh, yeah, this. I don't know what's going on. This is getting creepy. They're definitely undercover right now. They just pretended to be asleep. Dude, what the fuck? Did I do something wrong? I'm panicking. What is going on? Wait, that is crazy what I just saw. Like, they both look like they were. The guy went down on his steering wheel to pretend like he was asleep. Dude, something's going on in this house over here. Or somewhere. Or maybe it's ice. I don't know. No, I'm not even kidding. What the fuck? Yes, I went to go buy oysters and they didn't have enough, so I told them to throw a couple scratch offs in to compensate for what they were short in the order, and up comes 1,000. That's great. I'm having anxiety about this. What's going on over here? I have a couple bills that are late. See, I'll start taking it to the next level and be like, are they coming after me because I haven't paid the amount that I owe for my daughter's hernia bill from a couple years ago? I'm serious. Like, what if I just started doing my jumping jacks in front of the window? Just kidding. Hold on, I am very curious. Yeah, the guy's looking like he's asleep now. No, this is fucking weird. I swear to God, there's something weird going on. I think it's time to move. I'm just kidding. I have nowhere to go. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not even joking. It could potentially be ice. I'm not kidding. I mean, not that I would be kidding, but I'm serious. Like, for a second, I'm not even kidding. Dude. I'm just making shit up. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just it's two cars. It's one car and there's another car and they both are parked on the curb and they're just sitting there. You liked my last stand up set? Thank you. Which one was that? The for the members only? Oh, you're not a member though. Hold on, which one? Can you give me the title of the name? The title of the can you give me the title of the drug list? I don't know. It was like all right. I don't know. This has happened before on my street too, where there's just been weird shit, like weird shit. My partner thinks it sounds bitter. I also think that there's something about me. I think it's not about my ex-husband winning. It's that, like, why are you buying your ex-husband lottery tickets? Not why, but like, yes, that's what I'm saying. The joke should be on me. Make fun of yourself for buying lottery tickets of all things, and of course he wins the money. But John says it sounds bitter. Do you know your neighbors? Do they get into you like gambling or anything that would involve the underworld? No, I don't know. I don't think some of them don't speak English. That's why I'm thinking. I think that there's an irony there that I've bought my ex-husband lottery tickets. Actually, that's wrong. I have bought them for him before for like rent, like for holidays in the past, like just gifts. Here's a scratch off. But out of the times I bought my ex-husband a lottery ticket for a gift from our kid, he's won. So what does that say? I'm the divorce whisperer. Not only does our family thrive, any lottery ticket I buy, you win. May not win a huge amount, may win a big amount. Say New Jersey might get involved, but you still win. I don't know. I think there's something there, not in a bad way. And I keep hearing John in my head go, sounds bitter. Bitter old forehead lady. No, I just want it to be, but I just feel like if it happens again, like, oh my God, you know. Why did I need to buy, I never buy myself a lottery ticket. Maybe I should start doing that. It's not in a bad way at all. Yeah. I said it at the open mic. It's fucking comedy. Yes. I just called myself the divorce whisperer, and another comic, he goes, that's a good piece right there. Like, connect that. Look like they may be South American in profile. I said, yes. 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 I'm not trying to be nasty, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he sees me looking at him. He's definitely not sleeping. It's fine. As long as they leave us alone, I don't know what they're doing. Cheese and eggs. I was gonna make some cut this up and make some eggs. I might wait actually. All right, you want to hear the jokes about my teaching in Trenton? I think those might be overall a little bit more funnier to connect to. I just think that there is something there, but it's not related to bashing any ex-husbands. It's about relating it to how I'm such a spaz. Like, everyone thinks divorce can be bad. If you marry me and divorce me, I will make sure that you win the lottery. Most people say, you married me and you won the lottery. Divorce me and you win the lottery. Boom, right? That's something right there. I keep working on that bit. It does sound bitter or even resentful, depending on how far you lean into it. It doesn't mean it's not funny as fuck. Right, though. Okay, see? Like, when he yeah. All right, let me go over here. Let me see if I can copy and paste. You guys hear me okay? Yeah. Oh, I guess we'll still do the jumping jacks at 100. I feel like we need to shift a little bit. What do you guys think about the jumping jacks? Should we wait till 200? So you think it sounds bitter, but you still think it's funny. It doesn't mean it's not funny as fuck. I just felt like yesterday, I was like, there's no way he's going to win again. It's like, who buys their ex? Not, and I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like, I had nothing else to get him. I couldn't find anything golf related at Walmart. I was like, we were stuck on time. And then I was like, oh, fuck, I'll just get a scratch off. Because, like, they also were like, how come every time you get, they also thought it was funny that your ex wife bought you the lottery ticket and, like, you won, and the debacle with the state. That was like crazy because he's like, I don't owe in child support. And I was like, yeah, but your job isn't taking the right amount out. So it doesn't matter if you didn't pay it or not. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. So you need to tell them. It's making me look bad. That is actually what actually did happen. It was fucked up because I told him, I said, the guy, your job's going to screw with your money and it's still taking out of your pay, but he's not submitting it properly. It was a pain in the ass. And I would tell him, I'm like, not to be a pain in the ass, but it's not reflecting, it's going to reflect on you. This guy doesn't care, not reflecting. It's just because then the state looks and sees, oh, he's behind, but it's not really my ex-husband. It's probation where the person at your job is supposed to submit the amount they took out to the state. And even though my ex-husband was getting the money taken out, or no, he wasn't, I guess. They weren't taking out the right amount. That's what was happening. There's been times they've taken the amount out and I haven't gotten it, which I said, well, nobody's getting that. That's pretty fucked up. And it was like in back order or whatever. It's called something. No, not at all. Anyway, I'll get off the lottery ticket. I just thought I was an interesting piece for the live stream to hear that you don't win the lottery by marrying me. You win it by divorcing me. Maybe that's it, because that's a self-deprecation piece, right? Oh. I want to look again. Oh, they gone. They just moved. What the fuck? Oh, he just moved. That's the punchline, right? Hold on. I'm standing on top of my couch. Maybe they're just waiting for somebody and I've made up this whole time. But this is like going on an hour and a half now. All right. I did, but I'm okay now. I also am spilling my coffee everywhere. And I had to share my notes with myself so I could read you guys the jokes about teaching and trying that were, I think, stronger punch-wise. Oh. I love that taste of the coffee in the morning. It's the best. It's the best. Which one is a strong joke, Rosie? I don't want to get my boyfriend upset, but he does not think so. I do see his point. I see both points. I feel like it could be if I make fun of myself. I think he thinks I like to prove myself right when he thinks, well, he has been right majority of the times, but like, I'll just shut up and not do the joke anymore. I just think it's crazy that he won again. Like, and I want all the best for him, but I just feel like there's something there in material wise, like with Divorce Diaries, but no, that's not it. That's not it. Like a doctor, that's not it. He just thinks it's not a funny bit. You think it's hilarious all around. Okay, I worked in such a ghetto school that when I got pregnant, my students helped me through labor. The school was so ghetto that security guards were also the students' parents, drug dealers. So their homes consisted of. No, hold on. What's up with the animals in New York City? The squirrels, the bunnies, the pigeons, they aren't scared of you. If you run up to them, they won't run away. They'll try to fight you. They'll attack you. Like the animals in New York City are practicing their own form of Sharif's law. Oh, this was the joke I wanted to do with the guys, but never. I don't know if I should say it on here. What do you think? I worked in such a ghetto school that when I got pregnant, my students helped me through labor. That was one. That was a one-liner. There was another one. Where is it? I had a student who was homeless, and she was one of my best students. She never complained if it was too hot or too cold, compared to a rich kid in the suburbs who complains about everything. You don't complain if it's too hot or too cold because you have nothing to compare it to when you're a homeless 14-year-old. School gave her something she didn't have: food. Rich kids come into school and get pissed off because their mommy or daddy or their stepmom's mommy who fertilized her egg didn't give them a Gushers fruit snack that's organic, that's made from organic leaves sucked by an effing crackhead stick. Can't get that from a kid in the hood of Trenton. I don't know. That's something I was like spewing in the car. There's another one. I thought I had another one in here. I was just thinking off the top. Which one? What did you find funny that you're laughing at? But think about it. Like I remember I had this student in Trent that was like, definitely. She was homeless, and I remember she helped me out at all the cabaret. I didn't know this until afterwards. Like I don't think she has a home. I was like, what? And then I felt horrible. Like, but she came to school every day. She did what she was supposed to do. She didn't really do the work a lot, but she showed up. How many pull-ups can I do in a row? Not many. Like 2. No, I know I can't use that as a header. This wasn't in the 90s. This was like 10 years ago. 12 years. No, actually more. Oh god, it's more. I just want to see this guy still here. Because now they're I just think there's something going on. Yeah, he's still here. My body was like I can do 50. I can do this pull up. Hips. I don't know. I want to. I think when stuff that's interesting that happens to you that's got irony, there's humor in it somewhere. I am a people pleaser too sometimes, but then I also will lose my shit if I feel like I'm people pleasing too much, and then I will explode. Have you ever received any feedback since the name change? Nope, not at all. Hasn't really did anything drastic. Good morning, John Ashwell. It hasn't increased my numbers. It hasn't decreased my numbers. It's been the same. alter ego. Alter ego, I haven't seen you in a minute. Look at that. Yeah, this is John got this for my daughter. I'm talking about John, my boyfriend. There's a couple of Johns in here. I'm just curious if that other part has stayed or not stayed, but I did like a couple of crackhead jokes. Like the school I taught at was so ghetto that the science fair that the science fair took place on West 6th Street in Trenton. How to make crack, how to sell crack, how to put crack in your crack. But I forgot the street. What was this street in Trenton that was really bad? I forgot. I gotta look it up. Any Martin Luther King Boulevard. Let's just say that. I don't know. Glad to hear that you and John are still doing well. He seems like such a good dude. Yes, he is. Your arm. Thank you, Kamala. Kamla? Kamla. All right, hit that like button. I don't know I don't think I'm allowed to promote it yet. Oh, I know, I think I can. I'm going to be doing a special Twitch live stream next Saturday. I got affiliate status now. I want all of my YouTubers to come over. You're going to have a chance. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait on the jumping jacks. So then we're not doing we're going to do I don't know. The jumping jacks have been great to build this channel, but we got to go to the next level, right? You guys are on the journey with me. Do pull up. I'm going to do a pull up. Relax. Kamla. Relaxy taxi. But even if you don't have Twitch now, you should get it and follow me because we're going to have a fabulous live stream next Saturday. And I think I put it at 9:30. No, you don't have, you can be any age. Which song? You're going to have a chance to do, you'll have a chance to get me to do as many jumping jacks, pull-ups, push-ups, high kicks you want. And not like here, it's going to be a little different. But we'll always have our home here. We have our coffee together and chat. But I'm just saying. High vulnerability expert. Rosie, get yours ready. There's a whole art section on Twitch. You gotta understand. You can do both at the same time, your YouTube and your Twitch, just FYI. But that's not how we're gonna do it. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit my head and fall. That guy definitely moved over so I couldn't see him. I don't need the jumping jacks. I enjoy the content. I'm here for that Traina energy. Yes. Appreciate you. So the stream's title is booked. I'm booked at Bananas this weekend. I got the message yesterday. Very exciting. I'm hosting tomorrow, Saturday, and possibly Sunday if they go through with the show they have on Sunday. Very excited. So I'm going to update my website. I did an open mic last night in Harrison, which was like a 30-minute drive each way from my daughter's practice to there and then back. So I had to make sure I left exactly at 8:30. Good morning, Mercam. You can send me some you can send whatever you want to the live stream. That's why that's why we're gonna have this Twitch stream next Saturday. It's gonna be something that you're really gonna love. It's gonna be an expansion of what we do here. It's gonna be great. You want to see you arm wrestle a gym girl? What? arm wrestle myself. All the school moms are on. Okay, here was another one. I thought I had more that I wrote from last night. One of my neighbors saw me walking by and said, "You're my hero." I said, "Why?" And she's like, "You're running." I said, "I'm running away from my." I said, "Why?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Anxiety." So that woman I'm a hero to, that woman, because I run my ass every day. Just remember that you never know what you're. Oh, this wasn't a joke. This was just in my notes. Just remember, you never know what you are to somebody else, as small as it may be. It also made a whole shift to my mindset that day. Will I beat any gym girl in strength? No. I don't have great upper body strength, I feel like. Especially like with my neck. My neck's been feeling a little sore actually lately too. You hear that noise? It's both. You can go on the website, look. Show you. So like we have a week from Saturday, but you want to get prepared because it's going to be a big event that I do this Twitch live stream next Saturday, and I have it on my schedule on my Twitch account. So you have time to get yourself set up in there, and it's going to just be a really fun extension off of what I do here. They do have workouts I can do for my neck. I know. I used to say when I got diagnosed with neck arthritis that it was a doctor's note to get out of a low job. But there I am again, going for the easy joke. So I'm going to find a better. Yeah, here, I'll put it in the chat right here. You've been what? Pure motivation. No, I didn't want to discard the changes. What did I do that for? So I do feel like as I've gotten older, like the scarediness of hurting myself, like with my neck or my head, like I just don't want to get injured where I can't work out or can't do something. Good morning. I'm so glad I'm not a female. I get too much attention already, but the thirsty boys would make me lose my mind. Thirsty boys lose your mind. They make you lose your mind. So, two things. I mean, I don't know. I'm like I want to go into my hosting set this weekend strong, and I want to try some new openers at the 9:00 show just to feel it out a little bit because not new openers, but like I want to play with the hosting is a little different than when you're featuring. You got to get that audience ready for the show. So that's why last night when I went in, I was like, all right, that group of guys is like very much not paying attention to the mic, nor do they have to. They didn't pay a ticket. They came into that bar to get a drink and talk about sports or talk about the World Cup, and we are in their space, in their heads. That's what a lot of these open mics at bars are. So like you can't get mad, but then in the same time you're like, all right, but there is a blatant there is blatantly a comedian speaking to you, literally a foot, 2 feet, 3 feet away, and you're getting louder while the comedian's on the microphone. Like common sense would say maybe I should pause for a second and talk over here, but they didn't, which I found really funny. And I was like, it's good, you got to draw attention to it, right? Here, let me see if I can get it up.
All right,
yes, I am up, baby.
All right, give it up for the first lady tonight performing, Michele Traina.
Yay! Give it up for Kevin. I'm sorry, it's so loud. Give it up for the group of men over here that just realized they should stop talking. Hey, yes! I saw you though. You acknowledged, right? Yeah, you saw that, right, ladies? Ladies, that's why we're all fucking single. Because all they do is just ignore us. I love this. I appreciate you, right? Thank you. Boom. Don't worry, I'm not man hating. I love men. I'm taking applications. I see you, Yankee hat. I see you. Look, right here. I see you. Yes. This is my boyfriend's sweatshirt. It's not mine, but it's okay. I see you. I'm just fussing. Give it up for the world. That's your boyfriend's hat? All right, I love it. All right, give it up. It's Pride Month. Yeah, give it up. We're in fucking Newark, Paris, right now. We're in, right? Where are we? I gotta also be like, I don't have to curse all the time. That's another thing I have to work better on. Trainer, you look like a trainer. Yes, I do. My older brother used to be a trainer. This is Joe Traina, the trainer. Both of you and your FBI guy hacking your phone love you. Who's Samurai? Who's Ghost Samurai? I don't remember that. Oh my God, this is so long we've been doing this. This is crazy, this community. Wait, alter ego, remind me. I think I do remember now, but it's like fading a little bit. Crap, man. Wow. Only because I really do need to work. I want to get some blood flowing in, like, before I start eating egg and cheese. I'll do the 100 jumping jacks. I feel like we need to wait to 200 though. What do you got? I feel like we need to shift the jumping jack thing. That guy that used to call you Scorpio, muscles, Traina's training would have been an easy workout video title. Oh, I love that. Traina's training. Ooh, we're going to use that for something. I think I'm going to do that today. I'm just going to make a short video. How I train as a trainer. Every day I get up in the morning and I have anxiety. And a bunch of thoughts race through my head. But I tell them to be quiet. Don't you want to be happy, you stupid bitch? So I get up and I run 2 miles away from my thoughts. Then I do jumping jacks to clear my mind, body, and my YouTube stream. Then I do high kicks. Because why not? I can't even high kick that high. There's people that can put their nose on their knee. I have neck and back arthritis. So I'm just touching my heel right now. Ugh. Yes, no, I am a Scorpio. He used to call me that. I don't even remember you guys talking crap about me. Here's more of the open mic. All right, we're in Newark. Let's be real. All right, 100. We got 100 likes. Thank you so much. Scorpio explains everything. Of course, I heard Don Rickles. Yeah. No, you didn't talk about me. You're right. Alter ego, I think you were the one that I was like, what's happened to him? I haven't seen him in so long. Right? So, welcome back. And why haven't we seen you in so long? Maybe I should get my boyfriend a lottery. I definitely will. That's got to be a running gag now. I just realized that. I'm getting everybody lottery tickets for their Christmas, for New Year's, for every day of the week. Hi from Annapolis. No, yeah, we did. Cows? I'm thinking... then he can stop being jealous. Oh, Rosie with the dick. I know you're just kidding. He is coming from a good place. I do think there wasn't anything fruitful with the joke. It was just, let's clap for her because she got the money that she thinks she deserves, kind of thing. And it's not really where the joke is. It's not funny that I was just trying to find a piece that connected at the end. And it always got clapped. So anyway, I think it also comes back to me of being It's like I'm trying to improve my credit score, but instead I'm helping other people win the lottery. And maybe that's my calling. You know? Here, scratch off. Use my mole to scratch off your lottery ticket. It's good luck. Lotto is a birthday card insert every year for my mom. She dreams of the day one of us wins the million pot. I've already won the lottery. I know it sounds cheesy, but I get to do what I love every day. I have a beautiful, healthy daughter. I have a loving relationship I'm in. My mom's alive. That's it. You help your exes find their fortunes. Yes, yes. I don't know. All right, let me finish the jumping jacks. I keep saying I do think starting next week, we're going to come up with a different challenge for 100 likes versus 200. Maybe do 100 crunches this time. I think 100 crunches would be a great idea because that's what I need to do. I need more crunches in my life. But I like cardio stuff, so jumping jacks was always easy for me. And obviously, it's a fan favorite. We should see if the car's still there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, hold on. We gotta do another 50 more. Ouch. Like, I could feel the burn in my calves right now. That's why I'm pausing for a quick second. Make sure. Oh, like I said, this is going to be for next Saturday. We're doing comedy too. It's both. You read that sentimental statement that lady wrote about jogging. You know, you can take something like that and tag a joke to the end of it and get good laughs. Of course, I know. I just was reading it off of my. Next Saturday, I think I have it scheduled for 9:30, but I might change. I'm not sure. I might have to coordinate that differently. Maybe it'll be 11:30. I know I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to consult with my boyfriend. He's the expert on Twitch, and I've learned the hard way to listen to him with it because thanks to him is how I got the affiliate thing. Upcoming events, yes. So I am booked at Bananas this weekend. I have to update my website to reflect that. I am booked at. I messaged the booker at New York Comedy Club yesterday because I'm open next weekend, and I have 2 shows next weekend. They're 2 spots, but Chris DiStefano is like they're bar spots. So wait, what is the 26th? Right? Okay, yeah. So I said like if I got to work with Chris DiStefano, die. Relationship advice. I have to finish to get a 50. What's the relationship advice you need? Make sure you're being treated the way you want to be treated and you're treating them the way with kindness, love, empathy, right? Their love language, learn your own love language. Not everybody believes that. I believe in it. And like how to, just grow together. What's the relationship advice that you're specifically trying to seek though? Oh, you're going to see Chrissy. You're going to see DiStefano in Philly. That's great. Tell him you want me. Hey, if you get to meet him, say Michele Traina wants to open for you. She's a comic. No, can't hurt. I'm joking. You can do whatever you want. But all right. Ready? still there. It's definitely casing something. It's definitely casing something because there you don't sit in your car for 2 hours on your phone. And I think he saw me looking at him. That's why he moved. I mean, it is a little bizarre. Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry. Or maybe not. But why would you just sit there? All right, I'll stop being nosy. I think it's a private investigator. It's gotta be. But the person, she's just scrolling on his phone. You know when you're like a little bit, I'm still sleepy a little bit, but I don't know why. I tried to go to bed earlier yesterday. Oops. I'm stretching. This is why it looks like this position. I tried to go to bed a little earlier yesterday, but oh look, I look like 10 years younger because my skin is falling backwards. Good morning, Wesley. We did the 100 jumping jacks, but starting next week, we're going to come up with some new challenges, I think. Also, you can, everybody, there's a special live stream on my Twitch next Saturday. So if you don't have Twitch, go get it. We're going to have a fun time. How am I? I'm good. All right, let me get back up. We're going to have something to eat. A little egg and cheese. My big forehead. So, books at Bananas this week. I was just listening. I had everybody listening to a little bit of the clip from the open mic there. I was doing. The audience was. It was a very distracting audience because they were. And it's not. It's these mics. Like I said, the audience was involved in their own conversation, but they were also supposed to be an audience there. So I just tried to talk to them as opposed to going right into my jokes. Audience because they were. And it's not. It's these mics. Like I said. Sorry. Hold on. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, you're here. No moderator's ever blocked you, GCX. I can see your chat. No one's ever blocked you. How about some improved creative monetization? Show question. What you notice you may not be using automated live ads. Am I not? I didn't even know I wasn't using that. Really? That's insane. All right, sorry, I'm getting off. I'm all over the place. I could feel it. Hi, Michelle. I'm not sure. This is ridiculous. This person. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Feel bad. Like I wish like at some point in my life I could help people who are like me, single moms, single dads that like really have a dream and just need more money to make it happen. Hopefully at some point. Um Good morning, Michael. Or I just help people in general. I try to when I can help people by buying them lottery tickets. Kidding. Don't get married, men. Okay, Edvius, thank you. Or woman. Don't get married. I don't know. Always money. All right, so booked at Bananas. I was showing you guys a little piece of the open mic last night, which was all right.
That what's going on? I don't even know. Is it the World Cup or hey? Is it the World Cup? Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes. You stupid dumb bitch.
Lots of exciting things. The Knicks won.
See, like I started with like that's gonna get the crowd going excited.
It's the World Cup, right? My 900-pound fiance is giving all ladies hope everywhere. It's a good fucking time.
I completely messed that one up. What I meant to say was like it's June. We got the Knicks winning the World Cup. Love on the spectrum is giving us all hope that we can all find somebody. I wanted to do it like that, but I did 900-pound fiance. Is that show even around? So I fucked that one up big. But like I was trying to play with some openers for like when I host, or like start the show because I just need more or I can just go into my set, which I'm going to do this weekend. But I just wanted to play around with a few things, and I fucked it up.
Except, have you ever watched the show? What is it? Love on the Spectrum? Have you ever watched that show? That's a little weird because it's like if you start watching it and you're a single, you're like, wait a minute, they can get somebody. No, come on, you thought about it a little bit, right? Let me ask this guy here talking to his friends. Right?
All right, so that's this guy that kept. He just was like in a heavy conversation, but then he was really drunk.
Right here, this guy, your friend, Yankee Cat. He's very into it. Is he from this country? Oh, hear an accent. You hear an accent. Where are you from? Oh, you're drunk. Oh, I love it. Where are you from? England. You're from England? What is? Okay, I love it. Or did you just get here? Did you just get here? Yesterday? I love it. And you're here.
That was the comics behind me. Did you just get? I don't know. I just wanted to engage. I wanted to get everyone to watch the show. That was like my goal, and not in a nasty way. So he did eventually engage. Hold on. Thank you. Hi, Joshua. How are you?
For football. Yes, baby. Okay. I read it. Did you play soccer or football? No, I love it. Look at this. You are swaying. I love it. You're so beautiful. Give it up for you.
There's beautiful black woman in the front.
All right, listen. I want to tell you specifically something. You live in England or you live here? I live in England. You live in England. When you go back to England, anybody here divorced? No. Anyone ever have a bad breakup? Sure. One fucking person in Newark? Okay. Okay, I love it. I bought my ex-husband a lottery ticket one year.
So I did the divorce whisperer thing.
For Christmas, $700, and I'm in child support. It came back to me. Today, I'm like the divorce whisperer. Every single guy here is wanting to buy them a lottery ticket. It's true.
Nah, I didn't go. Edson said it was funny, but I was like, I don't know. It's not funny. I know it's not funny, but I feel like there's something there. I'll shut up now. But I didn't want to play that because John's gonna get mad at me. I knew it. Stop! I did not want you to hear that. I did not want you to hear that. Stop. I did not do that it's not. I didn't say you weren't right. What I'm trying to say. By the way, everybody, if you don't know who Disney Daddy is, that is my boyfriend in the chat catching me. I meant to stop the audio. I only wanted to bring it up because I was at an open mic. It's not that I think the thing about him winning is bad and awful and I want to make fun of him. I want to poke fun at the fact that I keep picking up the winning lottery ticket. But I really shouldn't because it's really only $30 that he won. So, damn it. I'm just gonna buy John duct tape for Christmas, and he can tape my mouth shut. Damn it! I was so close to pressing pause on that specific part. Anyway, there is something to say about I will say that the women. No, this is cheese. It sucked before you went into it. So you don't think the divorce whisperer is a good bit? Okay, shut up. Let her know, John. Enough with the lottery joke. But he won again! I'm gonna buy you 10 lottery tickets for Father's Day. And if you win on any of them, I'm doing a new lottery joke. But you already won the lottery with me. Okay. I didn't mean to say that. I knew you were going to say that. I didn't want anybody to hear that. Damn it.
I don't know.
I know, I regretted saying that too, because when I was listening back to it, I was like, ugh, why did I say that?
I appreciate you for tuning into it. What's your name? What? I'm sorry? Yeah, your name. What? All
right, anyway.
I love that. That's it.
All right, so the whole point for last night, I was mad when I left because I didn't get any jokes in. I just got the crowd to listen to me, and the rest of the time we were there, they were not the two comics before me and the comic after me. They all just started talking again. So there was a part of me that was like, no, how are you even supposed to understand what the jokes are if nobody's listening? So the attack was, all right, let me get everybody engaged and talk to pay attention. But then I lost doing the jokes. I did one about Trenton, teaching in Trenton. And some people there, I was like, I used to teach in the worst city in New Jersey. And everyone's like, Newark. I'm like, no, Trenton. And then everybody laughed because if you live in New Jersey, you know it's fucking Camden or Trenton. But no one out of New Jersey would know that. Well, sometimes I think some people, like my school was so ghetto that our principal became the mayor and also was indicted by the federal government for trafficking drugs. That's how ghetto the school was. That is a true story too. It's technically the brother of the mayor, but the mayor also worked at our school at some point teaching a business course. So that I wanted to do more of and I fucking forgot. So the joke was like, and I was like, all right, so we have to set up we gotta do a quick, oh, I forgot to get butter. Shit. I guess I'm not making eggs. It's gonna be all crappy. So the school I worked at was so ghetto that kind of bit, you know. after school projects consisted of packing a dime bag. But see, I don't do drugs, so like the kids would come in and school me on it. Like that's really what would happen. I'd come in and they'd give me all this. I started teaching at that school at like 28, 27, turning 28, and like they would school me on all the terms. They'd be like, "Yo, you extra," and I'm like, "What? Why am I extra?" They're like, "Doing too much." I'm like, "Well, you're still collecting welfare. Clearly, you're not doing enough." Right, so that's why like I have to like just be the fact is that I would do a drug joke here, but I have no clue. The labor thing was like when I was pregnant, that the school was so ghetto. Yeah, that's not you. Stick to what you know. My army best friend from Jersey. You're oh nice. You're funny without the extra and doing too much. They were right. Oh, okay. Well, they were meaning like to like when I would come and okay, so how they meant it was like I would ask them to stand up and participate, and they would say, "Yo, you be an extra," like for to get them to do work. No, I'm not signal. I'm not single. My boyfriend is above you, Disney Daddy. Oh, you know I meant that. Okay. It just also applies. I'm gonna choke. Right. So I know nothing about drugs. Like I don't know what like goes into selling crack or coke or anything like that. Oh, maybe I should talk about this on here. But when I make the joke about dealing with kids in the hood and their parents, when I worked in Trenton, those parents were security guards and also weren't good security guards. They would like, when I was pregnant, I had a kid throw uh, a kid threw a garbage can at me. And then I see what you're saying. Okay. Good point. So maybe I started like that. Like I taught in the one. Hold on, let me just fill up. Your girlfriend is 45. You're 33. That's great. She did a lot of things. Myself, not. Can you explain this further? I was gonna start the teaching bit off with. I used to teach in one of the worst cities in New Jersey. Well, at least I don't know. Maybe it's not really good to even say that because like if I'm not in Jersey saying it, but I will be. I'm oblivious to anything when it comes to drugs. Even though like I might look like I'm on drugs because I'm so hyper and nervous, it might seem like does she need a fix? No. I just need a sedative. That's what I really need, but I'll also be afraid to take that because I have paranoia. So when I would teach in the hood, I didn't know anything. And I would just have a translator. Like I had a student of mine translate everything. You shouldn't be making jokes about the hood in the same way that Cam Patterson should be making jokes about Summer in the Hamptons. Right, but I'm not making jokes. Okay, so I'm talking about my teaching experience in the hood. That was a real experience that I went through. Right, so if I'm starting off with, I taught in one of the most, I taught in a lot of rough schools prior to, well, in the city too, New York, but I feel like I thought New York was bad. When I got to Trenton, I was like, New York was a walk in the park. I was the first year teacher crying, yo, she crazy, because I was like, and also they had me teaching like hip hop and I mean, what would you say if you're a kid from the streets of Trenton and this white lady with a big head is coming in going, hey guys, let's do the Harlem Shake. Just start with that. I won't do that. I didn't even do it last night. I was just trying to come up with one-liners. Like, maybe that's the bit right there, right? What I just said about, like, if you were a kid up from the streets of Trenton and you were trying to finish your high school degree and you had to take my theater class to graduate, and you've spent your whole life, you know, you're a sophomore in high school and you're 20, and you come in and you see your white theater teacher trying to teach you hip hop. Hi guys, how's it going? It's Harlem Shake. Let's do the crypt walk. Stupid, right? I don't know, something there maybe. But I always tried to relate to them. Like, I always was like, I don't know. So I remember my first weeks there. One of them goes, do you know how to bachata? And I didn't know what they were saying. I was like, what? Bachata? And they, first of all, you don't ask a kid from the hood to repeat themselves because they get very annoyed. And they go, like, they do the sucking of the teeth. They taught me how to suck my teeth back, by the way. I could do it really good. That's the thing that I learned from there. Sucking my teeth. Wait. This one girl used to do it so strong. I'd be like, she scared me once. I was like, what the hell is that? And she was like, my bad. I was like, Jesus Christ. I got to such a point with my students so that they just thought I was so funny because of like how nervous I would get. Like, I'd be like, oh, I don't want you guys walking home. Who's your parent? They were laughing. They're like, you, this is probably better for me to walk home. All of that you just said should be the whole joke. Right. The crypt walk thing. Right. So, like, I would be so scared for them to walk alone back to their homes in the neighborhood. And I would say, let's call your parent or guardian to see if they can come and get you. And they would look back at me and be like, nah, it's probably safer that I walk. Right. I agree. Okay. I'm friends with them. A lot of them are friends with me on Facebook. They're only like 10 years younger than me. Because I was like, I think Pedro, this student Pedro I had my first year is literally 8 years apart from me. So it would have been like if I was teaching my now boyfriend. I thought about that the other day. I was like, oh, Jesus. I remember this kid gave me such a hard time about everything. What? Don't make me suck my teeth and roll my neck, girl. He gave me such a hard time about everything, but he couldn't read. And that's why he didn't want to take my class, because they're thinking you hear theater and acting. I don't want to read no script. So I was like, fuck the act. We don't need a script. Improv. That's where my improv background came into play. Comedy was a big part of the classes. The kids loved it. They did a whole improv, a short form improv scene on drug dealing, but with vegetables. And I gave them the rules of I forgot what it was. I gave them the improv rules for a short form scene, and they did it. And I'll never forget this one time we were doing it. Every Fridays was open mic Fridays, because I was trying to make the class fun. Like, I wanted them to want to stay in the class and participate. That was the goal, just participate. And my goal, I said Fridays will be easy days for all of them, because all they have to do is come in, do an open mic, and then hopefully that will waste 45 minutes. Because then I'll have them fill out a checklist. I'll have them watch if they want something, like I'll put I'll connect to some kind of clip from a movie to the theme. I'll do something so they feel like, okay, great, now I can chill and watch the screen. Like, that's it, right? Also, I had nothing in my room except mirrors that we got from somewhere, and I had to always show it on my computer. That's how I used to watch a film or whatever. Anyway, so Pedro didn't want to read anything, so I used to say, you can do an improv scene. And I'll give you the topic. It's yes and. You can't say no, even with your actions, because they always used to say no with your actions. Then this one group I had, they were so great. They they did an improv scene as if they were selling drugs, but they were selling vegetables. It was one of the best improv scenes I ever saw. It was so good, and they did it so naturally. And that's when I remember thinking, "Wow, these kids are really smart, but they have no clue how to use their potential." Anyway, I'm going into like a love story about it, but there's a lot of humor in what happened there. Like I remember so much actually. Um, just was very it was just very like, remember that show The Wire? I remember watching The Wire when I was in grad school thinking, "Oh my god, please let me not have to teach at a school like that." I taught at a school worse than that. That was displayed in The Wire. I don't know if you guys watched The Wire, but it was a really good show I got into. And then I was just like, I was finishing my uh you watched it in middle school? Oh my god, shut up. 21. You were 13. Fuck. That's crazy. Isn't it crazy to think that? That's what it is. Oh shit. Oh no. God damn it. The whole egg just fuck. Uh-oh. Guess we're not having eggs today. Just spilled it everywhere. John, can I tell them? I was already saying it, but can I promote the John's just gonna be my manager now, because like that's what sometimes happens. Where like you're gonna have to become my streaming manager, and we'll give you 10% off today. Can I like promote the stream next Saturday on here? Because I want to send them over to that. I'm going to I'm gonna get my check. What time is it? Yes. Okay, I can. So I already started to say that to them, and then mwah. So the Twitch stream later. Okay, guys. Now that he's gone, let's talk about the lottery joke. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So next Saturday, the stream on Twitch is going to be a big premiere, and it's going to be huge. So you want to get your Twitch account set, because it's not something we'll be posting a video of it. I think on YouTube. That's what he was saying, and then we are also going to. You're gonna have so much fun on it. It's gonna be the best. No, I already did. We just did a whole thing about it. I think I have to do another egg because this isn't gonna work. So get your Twitch set up this week, because you're gonna be able to do a lot of fun stuff with me on there. What's up, Gabo? Look at us, back in time here with all these people from past streaming sessions. What's up? Oh wait, no, that's Lunar. Why am I thinking Lunar is somebody else? Lunar's here, but it's Gabo now. It's not Lunar Bean. I liked Lunar Bean better. I like that name. Probably have to go soon, my friends. But I think the joke is there. So posting of bananas on this weekend, and then I'm also I have shows next weekend, but I'm also trying to get pushed into New York Comedy Club in Stamford, because Chris DiStefano is performing all next weekend. I would love to open for him. Guys, I think I figured it out. Those cars outside are my boyfriend's private investigator to see when I talk about shit that he's right about. All right, Jenny, wait, I missed your comment. Jenny, I watched The Wire. I live in Baltimore. What? I love that, Jenny. I loved The Wire. That was a cool show. We didn't really do as much stretching. We will. I'll do a little bit run through here. This is not good because I don't have butter. I use a little bit of oil. Not the best. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. I was very much in it in Trenton. It was crazy. Like, yeah, my students would be like, yo, I was just so oblivious to everything, you know? It was a very ghetto school. I didn't know anything about the hood. I didn't grow up rich, but I didn't grow up trying to sell crack to my neighbors or having to deal with my mother on crack. Some of these kids did. My family was just nuts without any fucking narcotics. Freedom Riders, that's what they told me. They thought I reminded them of Freedom Riders, Hillary Swank. They used to say that. And they would never say Ms. or Mrs. They would just call you by your last name. Dangerous Minds was Michelle Pfeiffer. Freedom Riders was Hillary Swank. Why is it always a white lady coming in to save like the ghetto? Oh, is that in one of the clips? Oh, Sister Act Whoopee? So, let's do a little recap. Oh, sorry. My bad. Thank you, Rosie. How funny is that my boyfriend pops up when he knows I'm not supposed to be talking about something? No, not that I'm not supposed to be, but like that's so funny. He knows me really well, like to the point where I'm like, damn, what goes inside my brain too. Good morning, Pains. I don't think I have had anybody understand my brain more than him. Something's going on over there. It's ice. No, I'm kidding. Honestly, it might be. I'm just kidding. It's not. It's not. It's just bizarre. My boyfriend wrestles, or does jiu-jitsu now. Oh, wet. Okay. Wait, that's so funny. My boyfriend's younger than me, and he's a wrestler, and he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He definitely knows. Like, there was a moment where he's like, "I could tell what you've done." I was like, oh, "How dare you?" Then I was like, "I think he knows me more than I think he knows me." Which is so cute. Anyway. You guys saw my face when that happened. I was like, he's in the line. Can I just say though, do you know how long I waited for a person to care about me that much? No, let me rephrase that. Not how long. I have people in my life that care about me. I waited for a partner to be with a partner that cared about me as much as I care about them. That took a minute for me to find my path and what my worth is and align myself with the right person. So I'm very grateful for that. Okay. Now, we're going to stretch and recap the whole stream today. Okay, I did the open mic last night. Tried to engage with the audience more than telling a joke. So what we learned from that is we need to combine telling the joke with then connecting to the audience and mics in an open mic situation where there's a lot of distractions, which I do pretty well at the Boulevard spot, but this was different last night. I got booked at Bananas this weekend in Jersey. If you're in the Jersey area, New York City area, I'm hosting the shows this weekend. Don, what's his name? This is a guy who is just look at David's message. David said Dan Dosimo is the one I am hosting for. No, I'm not gonna waste food. So that is what we're doing this weekend. Very excited. And then tomorrow live stream will probably be a little bit earlier again. Kid is home from school. That's it. It's last day of school today until the summer. And so we got camps and all the summer stuff starting. So make sure if I go live early, make sure you have, thank you for subscribing, Pains. Make sure if you have subscribed, you hit that notification bell. You also follow me on Twitch because we're doing a huge live stream next Saturday at 9:30 that you have to have your Twitch for. And I'm going to honor all my YouTube. I want to do something special for everyone that tunes in and joins Twitch from my YouTube. So, and we're going to do, we got not just jumping jacks, we got some stuff planned. I'm very excited about. Maybe we'll have some special guests. But either way, it's going to be a good time. Okay. So we got, here we go. That's it. You can follow me there. Follow me on the Twitch account. We're going to pin that right there. But we'll also be here on YouTube every day. So I think for next Saturday, though, it might just only be Twitch. I don't know. I'm going to check with my Disney Daddy manager there. I'm trying to figure out all of the worlds. Well, always, this is a dream I've had for many years being able to do what I'm doing on YouTube. It's extremely exciting. I'm very grateful for it. And I think the Traina training video, that's a good sketch we can do as well. Maybe I'll work it out today and post it later. But don't forget, bananas this weekend. I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Stay tuned for more.